Aisha, am I audible? Hello? No. Okay. Alaikum assalam. Okay, Aisha. I hope everything is fine. हमजा आपने भेज दिया, हिबा आपने भेज दिया, हमजा
Yes, sir.
send.
So it's loading, sir, because my net is weak.
अच्छा ठीक है. Oh, you are having fever and all. अच्छा, I hope you took medicines and all, right, Aisha? अच्छा, हिबा का आ गया. अच्छा, हिबा ने पूरा नहीं किया सवाल. अच्छा, हिबा, you did not get time to complete. Yes, हिबा.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, fine. ठीक है. हमजा का आंसर नहीं आया. So let me discuss these questions, है ना, जल्दी जल्दी. I hope you will not have any difficulty in the theory parts. So what is an ideal solution? What is an ideal solution? Ideal solution is a solution which follows which law? Which follows
Rolls law.
Rawls law. RAOULTS, Rawls law, at all concentrations, right? At all concentration or at entire range of concentration. What are the two characteristics of Rawls law? Two characteristics we can write: delta H mix is equal to 0 and delta V mix is equal to 0, right? Now, one of the example will be, you can write many examples जो हम लोगों ने notebook में लिखा है, benzene and toluene. You can also write hexane, heptane. ठीक है, अगर ये कुछ नहीं याद है, then you have to apply your brain and you will see that in the question paper itself they have written heptane and octane form an ideal solution. ये भी example आप लिख सकते थे यहाँ पे. The example would have been heptane and octane also. Okay, heptane and octane also. It could also be an example of ideal solution. Now, next is Henry's law constant for molality of methane in benzene is 4.27. That means in the second question they have given me KH. And the KH value is how much? 4.27 into 10 to the power 5. Calculate the solubility of methane in benzene. So they are asking about solubility. That means solubility means the amount of solute in solution. Amount of solute in solution, and the concentration terms. Amount of solute in solution means concentration. The concentration in Henry's law is mole fraction, right? So we write that pressure is equal to KH into chi B. Now what is the pressure? Now we have to calculate the chi B. So we'll write chi B is equal to pressure upon KH. So pressure is equal to how much? Pressure is equal to, in this case, is 760 mmHg divided by 760 mm of Hg divided by 4.27 into 10 to the power 5 mm of Hg. Here we can easily cancel these two terms and it will be equal to 760 upon, I can write this as 427. You can write this as 427 and this will become 10 to the power minus 3. 10 to the power minus 3 will go above and it will become 10 to the power, sorry, 10 to the power 3 will go above and it will become 10 to the power minus 3. And if you solve this 760 upon 427, it will be equal to how much? 1.7 or something, na? 1.7 into 10 to the power minus. So this is the mole fraction. गॉट इट? यस और नो, प्लीज टेल मी।
Yes, sir.
जिन लोगों ने नहीं किया था,
So
यस
how
हम
did it become 10 raised to minus 3?
हाँ ये हम बता देते हैं।
Minus 4, right?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, 10 to the power -3 होगा। अब ये बताइए यहाँ पे 4.27 है, सो वी
Yes.
मल्टीप्लाइड व्हाट 10 to the power 2, 10 to the
Yes.
power 2 इसमें मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, कितना बच गया? 10 to the power 3 बच गया,
3. Yes.
है ना? और 10 to
Okay.
the power 3 ऊपर जाएगा तो क्या हो जाएगा? 10 to the power -3 है ना, 760 upon 427 into 10 to the power -3। ठीक है,
Okay.
निदा आपका आंसर नहीं मिला मुझे अभी तक। निदा आपने भेज दिया?
I did not send. My dad went outside, so I don't have the number.
आपकी आवाज भी नहीं आ रही सही से। What did you say? Yes, निदा?
I did not send it. My dad went outside, so I didn't have the number.
You don't have the number. अच्छा,
Yeah.
you're using a like, आप तो फिर फोन से ही किया होगा आपने भी तो। ठीक है, कौन कौन से सवाल किए थे आपने बताइए? फर्स्ट वाला किया था?
Yes.
सेकंड वाला?
Yes, I did everything, but I did not do the third one. What is the similarity between Rawls law and Henry's
ये
law?
अच्छा ठीक, ये नहीं किया था आपने। ठीक है, सो व्हाट इज
The
द रॉल्स
second
लॉ?
part of it.
ठीक है, so what is the Rawls law for solution containing volatile components? So the Rawls law state that the solution containing volatile components, है ना, the vapor pressure of a component is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Directly proportional to its mole fraction. That is the Rawls law. That is the Rawls law. Now, what is the similarity between Rawls law and Henry's law? Now, there are two similarities. There are two major similarities between Rawls law and Henry's law. First of all, Rawls law is applicable to liquid plus liquid solution, and Henry's law is also applicable to liquid plus gas. Now, both of these things, liquid, here we have what are the components? Both the components are liquids, and here we have the components in which we have one liquid, one the other is gas. Now, both of these components, these are what? These are fluids. That means they can flow. If something can flow, that means they are volatile. That means they are volatile. That means Rawls law and Henry's law both are applicable to volatile components. That is the first similarity. Second similarity is that both Rawls law and Henry's law says that pressure is directly proportional to the mole fraction. Pressure is directly proportional to the mole fraction. So these are the two similarities between Rawls law and Henry's law. Got my point? Yes or no, Nida?
Yes.
I think others also have not written this point, no?
So can you tell
Similarity.
the first one again?
First similarity.
Yes, sir.
It is both laws are applicable to volatile components. Both are applicable to volatile components, है ना? Non volatile के लिए नहीं applicable है दोनों. Rawls law and Henry's law both are not applicable to non volatile components. दोनों both are applicable to volatile components only. ठीक है. Now the next question is heptane and octane form an ideal solution at 373 Kelvin. Vapor pressure of two liquid components is this much and this much. What will be the vapor pressure of mixture of 26 gram of heptane? यहाँ से आप क्या निकाल लीजिएगा? The number of moles of heptane. यहाँ से आप क्या निकालिएगा? Number of moles of octane. ठीक है? Number of moles of heptane, number of moles of octane, and from these values, what you will get? You will get the mole fraction, right? So let me solve it for you. Question number 4. So we have heptane. Heptane is C7, H how much? H16 now. Octane, what is the formula for octane? Tell me guys. Octane का formula क्या होगा?
C8H18.
C8H18. What will be the molar mass? इसका कितना होता? 100 होता शायद इसका ना? And this will be 112. Correct? Yes or no? Please tell me.
114.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
114.
114.
14. पक्की बात? हाँ ठीक ठीक 114. एक कार्बन ना, दो हाइड्रोजन एटम ना, 12 2 14. सही सही. Thank you very much. 114. ठीक है? So number of moles will be equal to, for heptane number of moles is equal to how much? 26 upon 100. and number of moles of octane will be equal to 35 upon 114 है ना। सो ये तो हो जाएगा 0.26, ये कितना आ रहा था आपका 35, 0.3 के करीब ही आएगा।
Just 0.30.
30,
I
Yes,
got
sir.
0.31.
I also think it will be like 31 के करीब ज्यादा होगा, not exactly 0.30. Any other who got 0.31?
Sir, I got like
Sir, I got
0.308.
0.30.
308 ना, 308 तो 31 ही होगा। ठीक है, ठीक है, 30 से भी काम चल जाएगा, बहुत ज्यादा गलती नहीं है इसमें। ठीक है, 30 से भी काम चल जाएगा। सो नाउ वी विल कैलकुलेट द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ हेप्टेन will be equal to 0.26 divided by 0.26 plus 0.31. This will be equal to 0.26 divided by 0.57, है ना? सही है? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this will be equal to how much? 0.4546 से करीब आएगा कुछ, 0.5 से कम। How many of you got this? 26 upon 57 कर दीजिएगा इसको।
Sir, I did like 26 upon 56. That's why I
50
got a different answer.
कितना आया था?
48.8 after
45.
after
0.45.
multiplication.
मोल फ्रैक्शन,
So,
मोल फ्रैक्शन
No,
पूछ रहे हैं
no,
ना,
not mole fraction.
मोल
Mole
फ्रैक्शन पूछ
fraction
रहे हैं।
only, yeah, mole fraction, sir.
कितना आ रहा है?
0.45.
हाँ 0.4 ही तो पूछ रहे हैं। किसी ने तो बहुत लाइक आई थिंक somebody else also answered ना।
No, sir.
0.
I'm telling for PA, sir.
अच्छा ठीक ठीक, अच्छा उसके बाद फिर आपने उसको डायरेक्ट मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, यहाँ पे सॉल्व नहीं किया उसको, राइट?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा ठीक है, ये भी कर सकते हैं। मोल फ्रैक्शन को आप इतना ही रख लीजिए एंड यू कैन कीप द मोल फ्रैक्शन लाइक दिस ओनली। आई थिंक 0.45 या 46 से करीब आएगा ये कुछ। ठीक है, इसको 0.45 रख लीजिए एंड द मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ ऑक्टेन विल बी 1 minus 0.45 which will be equal to 0.55. ठीक है, now P total is equal to P naught A chi A plus P naught B chi B. Okay, अब P naught A P naught B कितना 0.105.2 और 46.8, 105.2 46.8 है ना। 105.2 किसका है? हेप्टेन का है। This will be multiplied by 0.45. 0.68 will be 46.8 will be multiplied by 0.55 है ना। This will be in kilopascal. ठीक है, because 105.2 and 46.8 is in kilopascal. Mole fraction does not have any unit. So I think कुछ क्या 74 के करीब आ रहा होगा ना, 73 point something kilopascal if you multiply these
08.
things. 73.08 73.08 है ना। 73 के आसपास रहना चाहिए आंसर आपका, 73 74 के बीच में। ठीक है, all if you got this, yes or no, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
yes.
ठीक है, next one is at higher altitude people suffer from disease called anoxia. Why? Because at higher altitude what happens at higher altitude?
Less oxygen dissolves in the blood.
Less oxygen, very good, less oxygen. Okay, fine. Now ये सारी चीजें तो हो गई। अब जल्दी से I have to make one announcement about, I hope you all can see that this chapter is coming to an end, है ना। अब ये चैप्टर तो एंड हो जा रहा है, लेकिन आपका अभी NCERT कंप्लीट होना चाहिए, है ना। So what you are going to do, you are going to make a separate notebook for NCERT. ठीक है, तो NCERT में जो भी आपके पास एंड टेक्स्ट होता है या फिर जो आपके पास इन टेक्स्ट है ना, दो टाइप के सवाल होते हैं उसमें। इन टेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस होते हैं और एक होता है एंड टेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस, जो एक्सरसाइजेस बोलते हैं जिसको आप, ना दी एक्सरसाइजेस क्वेश्चंस, है ना। You have these type of questions but from NCERT only. So you will make a separate notebook for chemistry in which you will be writing and solving all the questions of NCERT only, nothing else. ठीक है, कभी उसमें नोट्स नहीं लिखना है, कभी भी उसमें क्लास के नोट्स नहीं लिखना, नहीं आपको स्कूल के नोट्स लिखना है, कुछ नहीं लिखना है। आपको एक नोटबुक बनाना है जिसमें आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या कीजिएगा, NCERT के सवाल कीजिएगा। आपने अगर अभी तक NCERT के सवाल कुछ कर चुके हैं then what you are going to do, you are just going to copy it down to that notebook. Why? Because this notebook is going to help in your board examination very much. Okay, so in board examination, what you have to do, you have to practice, and you have some doubts, and you can refer to this notebook that you have made throughout the year. अच्छा, all of you get some homework from your school teacher कि ये NCERT के सवाल solve करके आना. You all
Yes,
get
sir.
this type of, है ना? अच्छा, अब आप क्या कीजिएगा ना, अब आप अच्छे बच्चे की तरह बिल्कुल सर को बताइएगा, अपने केमिस्ट्री वाले स्कूल टीचर को, सर I have made a separate notebook for NCERT in which I will be solving questions just for NCERT. Is that okay if I show you that notebook when you ask me to solve some questions? Then I will solve in that notebook only, not in my classwork notebook. ठीक है? You will ask this. I hope like if your teacher is sensible, he will agree to it ना, कि बोर्ड्स में बाद में काम आएगा अगर आपके पास सारे के सारे सवाल NCERT के एक ही जगह रहे, जहाँ पे नोट्स वोट्स नहीं रहे, सिर्फ आपके पास क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स रहे, then it will be easier for you guys to refer to it, right? Can you do that, all of you?
Yes, sir.
You can convince your
Yes,
chemistry
sir.
teacher at school ना? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Yes,
Yes.
ठीक है, सर को बता दीजिएगा कि सर हमने अलग से नोट बनाया. Now there are a few things. पहली चीज तो ये, I will be asking you, like you have to send photos, like what is your progress, how is your progress in NCERT, like what are you solving, what are you not solving. I need that every alternate days, है ना, every alternate days. Now what are you going to do? You are going to get your NCERT textbook, है ना, get your NCERT textbook from NCERT exercises. From NCERT exercises. What are the things that I should give you? I should start with the initial questions only, that is from chapter second at 2.1 to, let us take 2.8. Okay, you will solve all the questions, click photos, make a PDF and send it to me by Tuesday. To me का मतलब to Learnivio, ठीक है? You will send it to Learnivio by Tuesday. Okay, now after that 2.8 से 2.18 है ना? Now I am giving 2.18 because in this you have many questions which are theoretical, जिसमें आपको solve नहीं करना, तो जल्दी हो जाएंगे वो, इस वजह से 10 सवाल है. You have to send this on Thursday.
Sir, can you make the first one Wednesday and then Thursday?
Why?
Sir, there are 3 continuous tests, sir. Similar for maths, physics.
ठीक है, तो Tuesday को आपका last exam.
Yes, sir.
Tuesday last ना, तो Tuesday आके कर लीजिएगा. What do you say? कृष्णा, स्कूल से आके?
No, sir. After school only there is test.
हैं?
Sir, for
After
Learnivio,
school?
sir. Learnivio only.
Learnivio में ही टेस्ट है आपके. अच्छा, 8 सवाल है, ज्यादा नहीं. फर्स्ट इज डेफिनेशन वगैरह ओनली. ओके, इफ यू सी 2 सवाल आज कर लीजिए, 2 सवाल आप मंडे को कर लीजिए, 2 सवाल आप 2-3 सवाल आप क्या बोलते हैं ट्यूसडे को कर लीजिए. ठीक है, ट्राई इट. ओके
Okay, sir.
ओके कृष्णा, ठीक है, ट्राई कीजिए, हो जाएगा. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैनेजेबल नहीं है, हो जाएगा मैनेज. ठीक है, एंड देन 2.34 टू 2.38 4 सवाल हैं सर, बट यू विल सेंड दिस टू मी ऑन सैटरडे. ठीक है, okay, so these are the questions that you have to complete by this week. These are the questions that you have to complete by this week, and this is in addition to whatever the assignment that I am giving you. Okay, this is in addition to whatever the assignment that I am giving you. Okay, एक महीना हो गया है, right? Now I have to also, क्या बोलते हैं, you have this कहावत in English, हिंदी ना, कमर कस लेना. So I have to tighten you guys also now. Okay, now I will be one more thing, I will try to send you reminders. ठीक है, you will get reminders on your WhatsApp. Okay, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप भूल गए या फिर ये नहीं हो गए. आई विल सेंड यू रिमाइंडर्स। इस चीज का हम ख्याल रखेंगे कि आप लोग को रिमाइंडर्स मिलते रहें कि आपको ये सवाल करके भेजने। इज दैट क्लियर? यस और नो एवरीवन?
Yes, sir. Sir, what about the questions between 2.18 and 2.34?
हाँ, ये सारे जो सवाल है ना, दीज आर रिलेटेड टू द क्वालिटेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज दैट वी आर लर्निंग राइट नाउ, तो वो हम तो आपको नहीं दे सकते अभी, है ना?
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, इस वजह से दीज क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे ब्लैंक है थोड़ा सा। अब यहाँ पे मिक्स है सवाल, ऐसा नहीं है कि यहाँ पे वो मतलब सवाल है ही नहीं जो आप मतलब वो सारे सवाल आपको नहीं आते, आते हैं नहीं आते, सीक्वेंस में नहीं है ना, तो उसमें मार्क करना मुश्किल, इस वजह से इनको हम बाद में देखेंगे। चलिए, सो टुडे वी विल स्टार्ट विद सम क्वेश्चंस ना। सवाल हम लोगों ने कल किया था क्या? नहीं, कल सवाल हम लोगों ने नहीं किया था। सो व्हाट डिड वी लर्न यस्टरडे? वी लर्नड अबाउट, व्हाट डिड वी लर्न अबाउट, टेल मी? Colligative properties, right?
Yes, sir. Relative lowering of CO2 pressure.
We learned about two colligative properties. अच्छा, colligative properties का definition क्या? This definition is very important. Definition has been asked at least 2 or 3 times in CBSE board examinations. Okay, so definition is very important. What is colligative property? The properties that depend only on the properties which depend only on gas of solvent.
Number of
Depends
solvent
on
Number of moles
number
of
of particles. Yeah, number of particles of solvent, number of moles of solvent. That means they only depend on the quantity of solute, not solvent, है ना? Quantity of solute depends on quantity of solute. ठीक है, it depends only on quantity of solute. A colligative property that we have learned is RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Then we learned about elevation in boiling point. Today we will learn about the depression in freezing point. Okay, and then we also have osmotic pressure. Okay, so first of all, let us do a few questions on elevation in boiling point. I think last time हम लोगों ने सवाल नहीं किया था, है ना? Last time हम सवाल नहीं कर पाए थे, तो आज करते हैं सवाल. So please write the question. A solution of glycerol that is C3H8O3. अच्छा, कल का असाइनमेंट किसी ने किया? नहीं, ठीक है. In water was prepared by dissolving some glycerol in 500 grams of water. In 500 grams of water, the solution has boiling point of 100.42 degrees Celsius. What amount of glycerol was added to make the solution? Here you have been given Kb for water is equal to 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole. Acha, how many of you have class tomorrow at Learnivio at 6 o'clock? 6 बजे आप लोग में से कितने की क्लास है? Atif has a class tomorrow at 6. Nita has a class tomorrow at, oh, Mansi also. You too, Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Sir, 6 are you talking about India time?
नहीं नहीं, इंडिया टाइम नहीं, आपका टाइम,
Okay, sir.
योर टाइम. Everyone has a class. So okay, fine. Hamza Heba का नहीं है, कृष्णा एंड कुलसुम का नहीं है. Okay, fine. You can lower your hands, by the way. ठीक है, done writing the question now, all of you, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So let me give you an idea what you have to do in this question. Obviously, glycerol is added in water, just prepared by dissolving some glycerol in 500 gram of water. The solution has boiling point of 100.42 degrees Celsius. So obviously there has been an elevation in the boiling point, right? Elevation in boiling point. So we know delta TB is equal to Kb into the molality. The Kb into molality. So obviously we know what is delta TB. What is delta TB? Delta TB is equal to how much? TB minus T naught B, which will be equal to Kb is given as 0.52 into molality is equal to number of moles upon the mass of solvent in kg. ठीक है, mass of solvent in kg. यहाँ पे आप इसको लिख लीजिए 0.52 into number of moles को हम लिख सकते हैं what? Given mass divided by the molar mass of solute into WA of kg. Now we need to calculate the MB. अच्छा, यहाँ पे आप ये बताइए what is TB here? Tell me in the question and tell me what is the TB. TB क्या होता है?
The 100.42 degrees.
ठीक है, एक चीज और ध्यान रखिएगा, डिफरेंस इन टेम्परेचर. ठीक है, इज सेम फॉर केल्विन एंड डिग्री सेल्सियस. ठीक है, प्लीज याद रखिएगा डिफरेंस, नॉट द टेम्परेचर. टेम्परेचर विल नेवर बी सेम, बट इफ यू टेक द डिफरेंस, यहाँ पे आप देख लीजिए 100.42 minus 100 is equal to 0.42. इसी चीज को आप केल्विन में कीजिए, केल्विन में क्या हो जाएगा ये 200 नहीं 300 373.15 यानी कि 57 minus 373.15. if you subtract these two numbers it will be equal to also again what 0.42 only. ठीक है, इस पॉइंट को हमेशा याद रखिएगा, डिफरेंस इन द टेम्परेचर. इफ आई एम कैलकुलेटिंग द डिफरेंस वो नंबर जो है ना दैट विल बी इक्वल. यहाँ पे आप लिख लीजिएगा इसको डिग्री सेल्सियस है, यहाँ पे दिस इन केल्विन, बट द नंबर्स आर सेम. ठीक है, सो दिस विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच 0.42 Kelvin only. We can write Kelvin also here. Now what you have to do, you have to also calculate the molar mass of glycerol. C3H8 O3. So C3 means how much? Bharatiya 36. H8 means 8 and oxygen is 3. How much is oxygen? 3. 16 3 is
48.
correct. ऐड कीजिए इन सबको, कितना आ जाएगा? (44 plus 48) 92 ना? 92 guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, so I think now you can substitute the values. यहाँ पे आपको क्या पूछा गया? Calculate the amount of glycerol, right? Amount of glycerol that was added in the solution to make the solution. That means you have been asked about WB. So हम WB के लिए लिख देते हैं WB will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 0.42 into MB is what? 92 grams per mole into WA in kg. We have added in 500 grams of water. That means 0.5 kg divided by here. All of this has gone here. Divided by 0.52. Okay. So just you can calculate now. WB I'm sorry for that, guys. Okay. I need to get the host permissions, right? आप लोगों ने लिख लिया था क्या या फिर लिख रहे थे? हाँ, आतिफ, आयशा, अक्षय।
Written, sir.
अच्छा,
Done.
लिख लिया आप लोगों ने? डन ना? जस्ट वेट अ सेकंड। My voice is clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened? Making host. Oh. Just wait a second, okay? Wait a second. Oh, okay. We will do. We have to do one more question on elevation of boiling point. Then we will do depression in freezing point. ये हमको host बना दे पहले. Can you guys write a question? Will that be fine if I dictate?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, चलिए. Let's try. Right. 18 gram of glucose. 18 gram of glucose. 18 gram of glucose was dissolved in 18 gram of glucose was dissolved in 1 kg of water. Was dissolved in 1 kg of water. 18 gram of glucose was dissolved in 1 kg of water. Calculate the temperature. Calculate the temperature. Calculate the temperature at which the solution. Calculate the temperature at which the solution at which the solution will boil. Calculate the temperature at which the solution will boil. At which the solution will boil. Full stop. Kb for water is equal to Kb for water is equal to Kb for water is equal to 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole. 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole. Start solving this. You have to solve this. T naught V plus Kb into M. You all will first of all calculate the molality and tell me what is the molality. Okay. देखिए इस तरह से सीक्वेंस स्टार्ट कीजिए. First of all, the molar mass of glucose, which will be equal to how much? After that, you will find out the number of moles of glucose. Then you will find out the molality of the solution. Then you will plug in the values here. Molar mass of glucose is 180 grams per mole. So 180 grams per, 180 grams per number of moles will be equal to how much? 18 upon 180. Right? So molality will be equal to how much? Whatever the number of moles of glucose is, number of moles of glucose is equal to how much? 1 upon 10. Na? So this will be equal to 1 upon 10 upon 1 kg of water. Molality is equal to number of moles upon. What is the formula for molality? Molality is equal to how much? Nida bataiye. Molality is equal to number of moles of solute divided by. Yes, Nida. Yes, Nida. नहीं याद बताइए.
Mass in kilogram.
Mass in kilogram.
In-
Okay. Of solvent, na? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the mass of solvent in kg here? In the question. What is the mass of solvent here?
1 kilogram.
Yes, Nida. It is equal to 1 kg. This is mole here. So molality will be equal to 1 upon 10 moles per kg. ठीक है. अब ये कौन बताएगा? प्लीज सेंड मी इन द चैट व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू फॉर टी नॉट बी, व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू फॉर टी नॉट बी। किसको आता है? हाथ रेस कीजिए, raise your hand if you know T naught B. What is T naught B? What is the value for T naught B? If you know it, please raise your hand. Please raise your hand if you know the value for T naught B. Okay, Aisha, Akshay, Hamza, Hiba, Kulsum, Mansi and Nida. इन लोगों को नहीं पता। एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू लीजिएगा कृष्णा, ठीक है, एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू लीजिएगा। ओके
So is
अच्छा,
it
हाँ अक्षय बताइए।
so is it 373.12?
अरे चैट में बताना था, कुछ बताना रहता था, ठीक है वो छोड़ दीजिए,
Sir, I have
आपने
messaged
बोल
in
दिया कोई
chat.
बात नहीं। यू मैसेज इन चैट,
Oh, sorry. I will wrong chat, sir.
रॉन्ग, कोई बात नहीं, इट्स फाइन। अच्छा मानसी, मानसी, व्हाट इज टी नॉट बी? इट इज द बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्हाट? नहीं ना, ऐसे एकदम ही काम नहीं चलेगा, एकदम ही काम नहीं चलेगा ना ऐसे मानसी। ये सारी चीजें तो अब आपके लाइक इट शुड बी लाइक इन योर टिप ऑफ द टंग। टी बी, टी नॉट बी क्या है सबको तो पता होना चाहिए। यस कुलसुम, टेल मी व्हाट इज टी नॉट बी? इट इज द बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ, यस कुलसुम, इट इज द बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ, नहीं इस क्वेश्चन में नहीं, इन जनरल इट इज द बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ सॉल्वेंट या सोल्यूशन?
Solution.
टी नॉट बी। हम अपने आप को मार लें क्या? कर लें हम खुदकुशी? बताइए, अब मेरा क्या ही फायदा होगा लिखवाने का? आप लोग का वाइवा चालू करना पड़ेगा। आई
Okay,
मीन
so you
आप लोग
asked
तो
T
ऐसे
not
बिल्कुल,
B. I heard
हाँ,
TB.
वाह 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 वाह, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। व्हाट इज, अच्छा अब आपको सबको समझ में आया व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू फॉर टी नॉट बी? यस और नो, प्लीज टेल मी। टी नॉट बी इज व्हाट? इट इज द boiling point of solvent. What is the solvent here? Please turn the mic on and tell me, all of you, what is the solvent here? What is the
Water.
solvent here? Nida, Mansi, Hiba, Hamza. What is the solvent? What is the what is the solvent? Once again I'm asking.
Sir, H2O water.
हाँ ठीक है, जो लोग नहीं जवाब दे रहे उनके लिए हम पूछ रहे, जिन लोगों ने दे दिया वो लोग चुप से रह सकते हैं, ठीक है। हमजा, व्हाट इज द सॉल्वेंट?
So water.
हिबा, आंसर सुन सुन के मत बताइएगा आप लोग, ठीक है। चलिए सेंड मी द आंसर देन, आप लोगों को आ गया तो। आई थिंक आई हैव गॉट आंसर फ्रॉम आतिफ टिल नाउ। आतिफ, या दैट इज राइट। अक्षय आपका भी सही है। कृष्णा, हाँ ठीक है, अप्रोक्सीमेटली इट इज फाइन। प्लग इन द वैल्यूज हियर और कैलकुलेट कीजिए। हाँ कृष्णा सही है आपका, फाइन। What happened? I am not getting any answers. Raise your hand if you are having any difficulty. Raise your hand if you are stuck. अच्छा, no one is stuck. ठीक है, 2 more minutes, 2 मिनट पे आंसर आ जाना चाहिए if you are not stuck. 1 more minute. I need the answers. Okay. One more minute. Okay. 1 more minute. I've got answers from only Krishna, Akshay and Atif. Krishna, Akshay and Atif. ठीक है, मानसी से हमको एक आंसर मिला है. So it's not right, लेकिन I understand you have done it correctly. लेकिन बस उसमें एक चीज आपने छोड़ दिया है. Explain this. Okay, fine. Kulsum, please turn the mic on. कुलसुम ने भी भेजा है. ठीक है, कुलसुम एंड मानसी, प्लीज टर्न द माइक ऑन. हमजा एंड हिबा, आप लोग दोनों भी प्लीज टर्न योर माइक ऑन.
Yes,
Okay, Hamza got it right. हाँ, मानसी, what is T naught B? What will be the value for T naught B? बताइए.
I got 373.
हाँ, यहाँ पे 373.15 exactly लेना है. ठीक है. Okay.
Right? I didn't hear. 3 point.
373.15.
Oh, okay.
I hope you know this now, that the conversion
Yes, yes.
factor is how much? है ना? Plus KB is equal to 0.52 into 1 by 10. So this will be equal to 373.
0.052.
हाँ, 15 plus 0.052. ना, this will be in Kelvin. So this will be equal to 373.202 Kelvin. बहुत ही आसान सवाल था, बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लिया आप लोगों ने. ठीक है, चलिए इसी पे काम करना है. राइट, you have to work in this only. Write the next topic, that is depression in freezing point. Depression and freezing point. Okay, depression and freezing point. So first of all, we write the definition of freezing point. What is the definition of freezing point? The freezing point is a temperature at which the vapor pressure of solid and liquid of a substance is the freezing point is a temperature at which the vapor pressure of solid and liquid of a substance is same. That means solid and liquid, these are in equilibrium. That is why the vapor pressure of solid will be equal to the vapor pressure of liquid. That is the freezing point. That is the freezing point. That means the vapor pressure of liquid is becoming so low that it is coming near and it is becoming equal to that of solid. It is becoming equal to that of solid. Now, how will that happen? How will that happen? Look here. So in this plot, we will be having vapor pressure, and here we will be having temperature. Here we will be having temperature. Now, the thing is obvious that if we have different temperature, the vapor pressure will be different. The different temperature, that means it will be having different vapor pressure. So now this is the point. This is the point where the molecule or the substance is solid at this points. Okay, it is solid at these points. थोड़ा सा just I am going to back to elevation boiling point. ठीक है, अब एक बात बताइए, if I start from here to here, the solvent is liquid only, yes or no? All of you agree with this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
At all the points. अगर हम इसके ऊपर जाते, then it will have become vapor, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It would have been vapor, right? इसके ऊपर जाते तो it would have been vapor. Now similarly here, all these points here, all these points is what the substance is in solid state. The substance is in solid state. Okay. And what will happen? Solid state. Now, at a particular point, if it is water, then it means at 0 degrees Celsius, what will happen? It will start to become liquid. And as soon as it will become liquid, the increase in vapor pressure will also be very high. जो solid में vapor pressure increase हो रहा था temperature से, it will be a bit low if I compare to the increase in the vapor pressure. If I compare to the increase in vapor pressure of solid का vapor pressure, it will increase slowly with increase in temperature, but liquid will increase fastly, right? So you will see this type of graph. This line is for solid and this line is for liquid. This line is for liquid. Okay, we can make it once again. So you have something like this of plot, and this type of plot is there for liquid. Okay, so this is the point. This is the freezing point. Here we are having solid. This is the point for liquid. Now, if I make this for, let us say this is for pure solvent. This is for pure solvent. Obviously, the vapor pressure of solution will be lower than that of pure solvent. Yes or no? Correct? Hai? The vapor pressure of solution will be lower than that of pure solvent. And if I extrapolate this, then it is touching the solid line at this point. Okay. Now what I will do, I will just drop a perpendicular, and I will drop a perpendicular for both the things. So this is what? This is for T naught of F. That means for pure solvent. And here is the point for solution, TF. And the difference between these two, it is delta TF. Okay. Now please remember, T naught F, freezing point of solvent or solution. T naught F will be freezing point of solvent or solution.
Solvent.
बताइए? Solvent, pure solvent. And TF will be freezing point of solution. Delta TF will be equal to, कौन ज्यादा है? T naught F ज्यादा है या TF ज्यादा है? Which is greater?
T naught F.
T naught F, na? So it will be equal to T naught F minus TF. This is known as depression in freezing point. Na? This lowering of temperature is known as what? Depression in freezing point. So you will write after making this plot, what you will write after the making this plot, when rather I should write it like this now. The freezing point of solution, the freezing point of a solution with solid solute, solid या फिर non-volatile solute, non-volatile solute is lower than that of pure solvent. This lowering in freezing point is known as depression in freezing point. Okay, this lowering in freezing point is known as depression in freezing point. Next is, as we all know, if we for a solution with non-volatile solute, what will happen? The depression in freezing point will be directly proportional to the concentration of solute. That means if I add more and more solute, what will happen? The freezing point will get lower and lower. If the freezing point is getting lower and lower, the depression in freezing point will be higher. And the concentration in term that directly depends on the difference in the freezing point is what? It is molality. And similarly here also delta TF is equal to KF into M, that is molality. So this is molality. KF is molar freezing point depression constant and it has also one other name. It is cryoscopic constant, or it is also known as molar cryoscopic constant. Molar cryoscopic constant. What is delta TF? Delta TF is the T naught F minus TF. T naught F minus TF. Then all of you, yes or no, please tell me. Done now?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. And also write about molar freezing point. Copy this part. KF. Okay, molar cryoscopic constant. So we all know that delta TF is equal to KF into M, which will imply KF is equal to delta TF upon M. And that is why the unit will be equal to what? KF unit will be equal to TF का unit होगा Kelvin, molality inverse, which means it will be equal to Kelvin divided by mole per kg, which will be equal to Kelvin kg per mole. So this is the unit for KF. Now, if I want to define KF, what I have to do? I have to take. Now, this is a special case for a 1 molar solution. That means the solution is here of the molality is equal to 1 for the solution. Molality is equal to 1. In that case, delta TF will be equal to how much? In that case, okay, we are taking one case in which the delta TF will be equal to KF into M. M is equal to how much? M is equal to 1. Here you can see that KF is equal to how much? KF is equal to delta TF. Now that means KF is the, please remember very carefully, listen here very carefully. KF is what? KF is the depression in freezing point for a solution with molality that is equal to 1. That means KF is the depression in freezing point when 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1000 gram of solvent. When 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1000 gram of solvent. So please write with me. KF is the depression in freezing point. The depression in freezing point. Depression in freezing point when 1 mole of solute is added or dissolved in 1000 gram of solvent. in 1000 gram of solvent. All of you understood what is KF? If they will ask you to define KF, you can define KF. Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes.
All of you got
Yes,
this one?
sir.
Yes or no? Nida, Mantri,
Yes,
Kulsum,
sir.
Hamza, and Hiba. Yes. Okay, fine.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
move on? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. थक गए बच्चे. Listen here now. Next is determination of what? Tell me. कौन बताएगा? Determination of?
Freezing point.
नहीं. Determination of? Last class का topic देख के बताइए. Same topic था. ऐसे determination of? Last class में ही पढ़ा था हम लोगों ने. लेकिन relative
Molar
lowering
mass.
of paper pressure. हाँ. Determination of molar mass using elevation in boiling point. ठीक है. Determination of molar mass using elevation in boiling point. ठीक है. तो बस हम लोग को यहाँ पे derive करना है. This will be delta TF, which is equal to, देखिए ये important, the most important formula is this one here. बाकी ये जो भी formula, those are derived formula. बहुत ज्यादा फोकस करने की वहां पे जरूरत नहीं है आपको. ठीक है. If you remember delta TF is equal to KF into 1, that is the main thing, that is clarity वहां पे होनी चाहिए आपके पास. ठीक है.
Sir, it is
So now we
depression and
can,
freezing point, right?
हाँ, sorry. Elevation and boiling point भी दिया हमने. Using depression and freezing point. DFP हो जाएगा. Depression and freezing point. Thanks for pointing this out. Now delta TF is equal to KF into M. That means it will be equal to KF into the number of moles of solute divided by the mass of solvent in kg. So this will be equal to KF into number of moles means given mass of solute divided by the molar mass of solute multiplied by mass of solvent in kg. This is delta TF. Now this MB will go this side. Molar mass will be equal to how much? Molar mass will be equal to Kf into the Wb divided by delta Tf into Wa. This will be in kg. This will be in kg. This is what is the molar mass of the solute. Molar mass of the solute. Please write this down. ठीक है. यहाँ पे आपके पास what is MB? MB is molar mass of solute. What is Kf? Kf you all know. It is what? It is the molar depression constant, है ना? That means molar freezing point depression constant. Wb will be what? Mass of solvent, sorry, mass of solute in solution. Grams में. What will be Wa? Wa will be equal to mass of solvent. इसमें इसको लेना है kg में लेना है. Delta Tf will be the depression in freezing point. Depression in freezing point. Write this down fast. सवाल करते हैं फिर घर जाइएगा. एक सवाल करते हैं फिर घर जाइएगा. ठीक है. Done guys, yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
सबका हो गया ना? चलिए, write this question. (1.02 gram of urea when dissolved in 98.5 grams of certain solvent decreases its freezing point by 0.021 Kelvin. 1.16 gram of unknown compound. ठीक है. So from here to here we have one case. What is the case? 1.02 gram of urea is dissolved in 98.5 gram of certain solvent and it is decreasing the freezing point by 0.211 Kelvin. Okay, that is one thing that we have given. Now next is some different case here. Now there is 1.6 gram of unknown compound when dissolved in 8.86 gram of the same solvent depresses the freezing point by 0.34 Kelvin. Calculate the molar mass of the unknown compound. Okay, so here we are having two cases, two different cases. दोनों का use होगा कुछ ना कुछ. Let me solve this. Now, the first case is what? Case 1, 1.02 gram of urea in 98.5 gram of solvent. ठीक है, 98.5 gram of solvent. Now, in this case, what they are saying, 1.02 gram of urea. So यहाँ पे molar mass भी दिया हुआ है. So for what you can calculate from here, you can calculate the molality. Molality will be equal to number of moles of solute, that means the urea, divided by the mass of solvent in kg. Okay, number of moles will be equal to the given mass of urea divided by the molar mass of urea multiplied by the mass of solvent in kg. चलिए बताइए, what is WB? What is the given mass of urea? What is the mass of urea that is added in the solution?
1.02.
1.02 grams. What is the molar mass of urea given here? What is the molar mass of urea?
60
यूरिया
grams.
का 60 ग्राम. हाँ 60 ग्राम ऐसे होता है यूरिया. ठीक है, C डबल बॉन्ड हो NH2 NH2. 60 grams per mole multiplied by what is the solvent mass in kg? What is the mass of solvent? कितना है solvent का mass? इसको इस लाइन को देख के बताइए.
98.5 gram.
हाँ, तो kg पे कन्वर्ट करेंगे कितना आ जाएगा? 0.0985.
Yes.
kg. ठीक है, this is the molality. This is the molality. Now you have also been given the delta TF, है ना, decreases its freezing point, that means depression in freezing point we have been given. अब हम क्या करेंगे? delta TF is equal to KF into M. Now from here we will calculate the KF, which will be equal to how much? KF will be equal to molality upon delta TF. सही है? नहीं, delta TF upon molality. So delta TF is equal to how much? 0.211 into molality. क्या था आपका? This was molality. तो ये आपका कहाँ जाएगा? न्यूमरेटर में. अच्छा ये लिखिए तो आपको कैलकुलेट कीजिए तो KF कितना आ रहा है आपका. मोलालिटी आपके पास है, डेल्टा और डेल्टा TF भी आपके पास है. ये कैलकुलेट कीजिए आप. तो कुछ हाथ में लेके नहीं देंगे, कुछ हाथ में नहीं देंगे. Okay, Kulsum, I think that is fine. I think that is correct. Okay, now Kulsum, what you can do, you can use the KF. Second case में apply कीजिए KF, okay? In that case, case 2 में आप वैसे ही लिखिए जैसे हमने लिखा है. What you will write here? You will write there 1.6 gram of unknown compound in 86 gram of solvent. In 86 gram of solvent, okay? In that, what you are going to do, you are going to write and you are going to expand this formula delta TF is equal to KF into M. वहां से या फिर आप ये कीजिए, इस फॉर्मूले को ले लीजिएगा, KF को प्लग इन कीजिएगा, आपको मोलर मास निकल जाएगा. ठीक है, कुलसुम ट्राई कीजिए, आप ट्राई कीजिए. जो KF आया है उसको ऊपर वाले फॉर्मूले में प्लग इन कीजिए, आपको मोलर मास मिल जाएगा.
Sir, how will KF be same in both the cases?
क्योंकि सेम सॉल्वेंट है ना.
Sir, it doesn't depend on the solute.
ऑब्वियसली कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी है ना.
So
कॉलिगेटिव
then,
प्रॉपर्टी. हाँ
uh,
बताइए.
okay, okay, sir.
आगे. Those who are not getting the answer till now, KF will be equal to around 1.22 या 1.23 या 1 कुछ भी आ सकता है. ठीक है, according to whatever how you are calculating Kelvin kg per mole. And the next thing that we have to do, next case में आपको क्या करना, the molar mass will be equal to जो ऊपर फॉर्मूला हम लोगों ने लिखा है उसके मुताबिक it will be equal to how much, KF into WB upon delta TF into WA in kg. So KF है आपके पास 1.22, WB will be equal to 1.6, delta TF will be equal to 0.34 into W of A will be equal to 0.086. हाँ करेक्ट हमजा. 122 into 16. क्योंकि जब भी आपके पास इस तरह के सवाल हो ना, what I do and what I suggest you to do is write this as 122 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 16 into 10 to the power minus 1. 16 into 10 to the power minus 1 divided by 34 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 86 into 10 to the power minus 3. अब यहाँ से आप कैंसिल कर सकते हैं कुछ चीजों को. You can eliminate this and this, and 10 to the power minus 3 it will go above, it will become 10 to the power plus 3, and then it will become 10 to the power plus 3 minus 1, which will be 10 to the power plus 2. Therefore 122 into 16 upon 34 into 86 into 10 to the power 2. ठीक है, चलिए इसको कैलकुलेट करके रखिएगा आप लोग. देन विल मीट इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. ओके, गॉट इट गाइस? जस्ट नो प्लीज टेल मी. अच्छा, ये सवाल समझ में आया कि नहीं आया सबको? व्हाट वी आर डूइंग हियर,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
है ना हमजा?
Yes, sir.
है ना? इसमें क्या करें, देखिए ऐसे सवाल आपको मिलेंगे. दिस वन ऑफ द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन दैट यू गेट इन elevation, boiling point, depression, freezing point. That in one case they are giving you the kf. उससे आपको क्या निकालना, कैलकुलेट करना, kf कैलकुलेट करना, and then in other case you will plug in the value for kf and then you will get the molar mass. ठीक है, and then you will get the molar mass. चलिए, thank you very much. I'll stop sharing my screen. ये
Sir,
आंसर
sir,
बताइएगा.
one doubt, sir.
हाँ,
So how
हाँ,
will
बताइए,
know
बताइए.
that the number of solute is same in both the cases? Then only we can say that
Number
it is
of नहीं, number of what?
a number of solutes, sir.
नहीं, number of
Particles.
solute नहीं, number of solute तो सेम नहीं रहेगा ना.
So then how can we say that kf will be equal?
हाँ, kf किस पे डिपेंड करता है?
Sir,
kf
upon
depends on
solvent and solute.
वाई सॉल्वेंट एंड सोल्यूट. अच्छा, ये बताइए, लास्ट हमने एक सवाल अच्छा केएफ का तो हमने यहाँ पे नहीं. ठीक है, यानी कि केबी के भी आपके बारे में यही ख्याल है दैट केबी विल डिपेंड ऑन सॉल्वेंट एंड सोल्यूट बोथ.
Yes, sir, I think.
यू थिंक. लेकिन यहाँ पे देखिए केबी किसके लिए दिया हुआ है? केबी इज गिवन फॉर
Water.
वाटर, राइट? एंड वाटर इज सॉल्वेंट. ओके,
Yes, sir.
सी ऑल्सो वन मोर थिंग. अगर किसी को जाना है, यू ऑल कैन लीव. ओके, कृष्णा आप यहाँ पे देखिए.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू. सो कृष्णा,
Thank you, sir.
kf is equal to delta tf is equal to kf into m. ठीक है, this delta tf is a colligative property, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That means it only depends on number of solute particles, not on the nature of solute, है ना? Not on what is the solute, उस पर डिपेंड नहीं करेगा. अब अगर हम ये बोले कि kf will depend on the nature of solute, that means what is the solute, nature of solute. आप ये कहना चाह रहे हैं that kf will also depend on nature of solute?
Yes, sir.
Yes, कृष्णा. अगर ये nature of solute पर डिपेंड करेगा, यानी कि delta tf will also depend on nature of solute, yes or no?
No, sir, I'm saying like since TF is depending upon a number of solute, so KF also will be, right?
tf जो है ना, delta tf is depending on number of solute. उसको हमने कहाँ पे दिखाया है? m पे दिखाया है, राइट?
Yes, sir.
मोलालिटी पे दिखाया है, राइट? ठीक है.
Yes.
अब kf जो होगा वो तो एक कांस्टेंट होगा. इट विल नॉट डिपेंड ऑन एनीथिंग एक्सेप्ट द सॉल्वेंट. अगर ये नंबर पे डिपेंड करने लगा तो आप ये समझिए, इफ आई एम एडिंग 10 ग्राम ऑफ ग्लूकोज तो केएफ कुछ और हो जाएगा. इफ आई एम एडिंग 20 ग्राम ऑफ ग्लूकोज तो केएफ कुछ और हो जाएगा. क्या? नो ना?
No, sir.
ठीक है. अच्छा, अब बताइए व्हाट, हम सही समझ पा रहे हैं? आप क्या कहना चाह रहे थे? आप ये कहना चाह रहे थे ना,
Yes,
जब 10
sir.
ग्राम डालेंगे तो कुछ और होगा, नहीं होगा वैसा, है ना? समझ में आ गई बात?
Yes, sir.
है ना? इट विल ओनली डिपेंड्स ऑन केएफ एंड केबी, ओनली डिपेंड on solvent, or rather I should say on type of solvent, on nature of solvent, whether it is water, ethyl alcohol, or whatever the solvent is, it will depend on that particular solvent.